Okay, so there is a line graph presented as the first question, and as per the line graph given, we have to fetch some information, and with the use of that information, we have to solve the question as follows. Okay, so first of all, the first step is to understand what is the line graph all about. So that the title is given units of raw material manufactured and sold by a company over the years, units in crores. Okay, so what has been represented? Manufactured has been represented by a filled circle, and cross represent the sold. So manufactured item and sold item that has been represented for a company for multiple years from 2004, 5, 6, 7, and 8. For these many years, number of raw material manufactured and sold both have been represented. Okay, so for just to understand, let's take an example. Let's say for 2004, total raw material sold will be represented by cross. So total raw material sold will be represented by 3.5. Okay, because it is between 3 and 4, so it has to be represented by 3.5, and the unit is in crore rupees. So for 2004, the raw material sold is 3.5 crores. So that is the right value. Similarly, for 2004, if you want to understand what is the manufactured raw material, so the value is between 4 and 5. So we can take it as 4.5. So the value will be 4.5 crores, and so on. So this is how we are supposed to read the data and solve the questions given. So let's see the first question. The first question is, what is the average number of units sold over the years? So clearly we have to find out the average of the units sold. So the units sold has been represented by crosses. So clearly for finding out the average, we need to see the formula of averages. Formula of averages, sum of all divided by total number. That is the formula for averages. Okay, so clearly we need to do the sum of all these cross values over the year for from 2004 to 2008, and then divided by how many years are included. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years are included. So the total has to get divisible by 5. So let us add those values. For 2004, the cross value is 3.5. Okay, plus for 2005 the cross value is exactly at 4, so it's 4. Plus at for 2006 the cross value is at 5 marks, so it has to be 5. Plus for 2007 the cross value is at 3 marks, so plus 3. Plus 2000 for 2008 the cross value is between 6 and 7, so it has to be 6.5. So these are the value set. If we add them together, we are supposed to get it divided by 5. So if we add them, the total comes out to be 3.54 plus 7.5 plus 5 is 12.5, 15.5 plus zero point 0.5 is 6, 16 plus 6 is 22. So 22 divided by 5, that is the total. So it comes out to be 4.4 as the average value, and obviously the units are crores. So the right answer becomes 4.4 crore. That is available in option number B, becomes the right answer. Now, for the same line graph, we are supposed to answer a different question. The question is, what is the respective ratio of the number of units manufactured in the year 2004 to the number of units manufactured in the year 2008? So clearly we have to find out the ratio of manufactured in 2004 is to manufactured in 2008. So let us see manufactured in 2004. What is the value? Let us read from the graph. So in the 2004 line, manufactured represented by filled circle. So 2004 manufactured value is this, which is nothing but 4.5. Manufactured in 2008 is the next value that we have to see. So manufactured in 2008. So in the 2008 line, manufactured is represented by filled circle. So that is nothing but 7. So it has to be 7. Obviously, the unit for both the cases crores. We are supposed to find out the ratio in the same order. So 4.5 is to 7. That is the right ratio, which can be written as 45 is to 70. And if we cut both the numbers by 5, it has to be 5 9 ja 45. I find, and 5 into 14 times is 70. So the right ratio becomes nothing but 9 is to 14. That is available in option number D, becomes the right answer. Now, for the same line graph, we are supposed to answer a different question. The question is now, what is the difference between the number of unit manufactured and number of units sold over the years? Okay, so total over the year means we have to do the sum of all the unit manufactured and all the units sold. Okay, we have to do the sum of all the unit manufactured and all the units sold, and then find out their respective difference. So clearly what we are supposed to do, the difference is nothing but total manufactured minus total sold. Okay, total manufactured minus total sold. That's what we are supposed to do. So let us find out the total manufactured value. Total manufactured value can be done by addition of all the manufactured values, that is filled circle. So let us add these value, that is 4.5 for 2004 to 4.5. Then this has to be 5, this has to be 5.5, this has to be 5 again, and this has to be 7. So let write down the values: 4.5, then 5, then 5.5, then 5 again, and the final value is 7 divided. Okay, so this is the total value, and if we add them together, the total value comes out to be, total manufactured comes out to be 27 crores. Let us find out total sold value. So for that we need to add the values of the crosses. So the value is 3.5, 4, and 5, and 3, and the highest value 6.5. So if we add them together, they are becoming 3.5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 3, and the last value is 6.5. If we add them together, this total comes out to be exactly 22 crores. Now these are the two totals. We are supposed to find out difference between these two totals. So clearly the difference will be the subtraction of them, that is 27 minus 22 crores. Okay, and this value comes out to be simply 5 cr, that is 5 crores. So that becomes the right answer, option number C. Now, for the same line graph, we are supposed to answer a different question this time. What is the question? The question says, what is the respective ratio of the difference between number of unit manufactured and sold in the year 2007, 2006? So, what is the first data? In 2006, difference of manufactured and sold. Difference of manufactured and sold in the year 2006. That will be first part of the ratio. We can write it as difference of manufactured minus sold in the year 2006. That will be the first part of the ratio. Second part of the ratio is difference of between number of unit manufactured and sold in the year 2007, and the same difference we have to do. So we have to find out the difference of manufactured minus sold for the year of 2007. So these two value set will give us the right ratio. Let's suppose for that, let us find out the manufactured minus sold value at 2006. So if we see the 2006 line, manufactured value is 5, sold value is, sorry, manufactured value is 5.5 and sold value is 5. So the difference becomes 5.5 minus 5. That is the first difference is to in 2007. In 2007, manufactured value is 5 again, sold value is 3. So the difference is 5 minus 3. And this is what is the respective ratio that we have to give, which is nothing but 0.5 is to 2. 0.5 is to 2 can be written as 5 is to 20. If you multiply both the numbers by 10, so it becomes 5 is to 20, and 5 is to 20 is nothing but the ratio called as 1 is to 4. If you cut both the number by 5, the ratio becomes 1 is to 4, and that is the right answer available in option number B. Now, for the same line graph, we are supposed to answer a different question. What is that question? The question says, what is the approximate percentage increase in the number of units sold in the year 2008 from the previous year? Okay, so number of units sold in the year 2008 to the previous year, percentage increase we have to find out. First of all, the percentage increase formula is the increased value minus older value divided by the older value into 100%. This is the percentage increase formula always. So let us find out for 2008. He's saying number of units sold in 2008 from the previous year. So number of units sold in 2008, let us see from the graph. In the 2008, sold category value is between 6 and 7. So let us take it as 6.5 minus older value. Okay, that older value will be the value previous year as asked in the question. So in the previous year, the number of units sold, that is in 2007, number of units sold is this, which is nothing but 3. So 6.5 minus 3 divided by obviously the older value, that is 3 into 100%. This is what we are supposed to solve, percentage increase. So if we solve this, this comes out to be 3.5 over 3 into 100%. Okay, if we solve this further, this is coming approximately equal to 117%. This is coming approximately equal to 117%. Let us see which option contains this option, has got in option number D. So that is the right answer, 117%. Now, now we have got a different line graph this time, and we are supposed to answer the questions as per this particular line graph. For that, we need to obviously understand the line graph first. Okay, so let us understand the line graph. What is given? What is the data all about? Okay, the data saying number of tourist hotels in a state. So in a state, year wise. So on the x-axis you can see years. So year wise, what are different what are different number of hotels, tourist hotels in a state were. Okay, for year wise, this data is given, and the total number of hotels is as it is. So if it is written 410, the unit is number only. So 410 only are the so for example, in 2003, the number of hotels in this state is 410, and 440 and 570. It keeps on going like that. So this is the data all about. Let us see the question. The question says what? If we see the question says, during which of the given years increase in number of hotels over the previous year was highest? So we have just to find out then for which particular year increase has been highest over the previous year. This can be done by subtracting the increase and finding out the increase for each particular year. So, so first of all, let us find out the increase value between 2003 to 2004. Okay, so in 2003 the value is 410, in 2004 the value is 440. So the clearly increase is 410 and 440. So the increase value is 30. Okay, let us see the next increase. So next increase will be between 2004 to 2005. How much is that? So in 2004 the value is 440, in 2005 it is 570. 570 minus 440. Okay, so that is the value as 130. That is the next one. 2005 to 2006, that also we have to see. So if we difference that, if we do the subtraction of that, 2005 to 2006, in 2006 740, in 2005 570. So clearly the difference is of 170. And for 2006 to 7, if you see, the difference comes out to be between 740 and 710. So clearly this difference is not there. There's an increment. Sorry, the increment is not there. There is a difference. So 2006 to 7 will not calculate because there is no increase. Rather, we'll calculate for 2007 to 2008. What is the increase? 710 to 838. How much is the difference? The difference is 838 minus 710, that is 128. So that is the increase value. Okay, so these are the differences, and we are supposed to find out the highest out of them. So clearly, highest out of them is 170, which has been between 2005 to 2006. So the right answer is 2006, because in the year 2006 only we registered the highest increase over the previous year, that was 5. So that this data of 2005 to 2006 actually belongs to 2006 year. So that is the right answer, option number B, 2006. Okay, increase in the number of hotels for given year, increase the number of total over the previous year was highest, so that has to be registered for 2006 only. The highest value is 170. Okay, for the same data we have been provided with a different question. Okay, the question is, what is the approximate percentage increase in tourist hotels in 2008 over that in 2003? So we have to find out the percentage increase. Percentage increase is always calculated by the increased value minus the old value divided by the old value into 100%. This is how we find out the percentage increase. Let us see the increased value. He says increase in tourist hotel in 2008 over that in 2003. So what is the number in 2000? What is the number in 2008? The number is 838. So increased value is 838 minus old value is that in 2003. So what is there in 2003? The value is 410. So it has to be 410 divided by, he says, over 2003. So divided by 410 only into 100%. So we are supposed to solve this particular expression, and then only we can answer this question. So if we solve this further, 838 minus 410 is 428 divided by 410 into 100%. That's what we are supposed to solve. If we solve this, this is exactly coming as 104.4%. And if we have to see amongst the option, this can be somewhat approximated as to 100 only. So let's just see among the options. So most closest to this is nothing but 100. So that becomes the right answer. 100% is the increase. Now, for the same chart, we have got a different question now. The question says, if in 2005 new hotels constructed were fewer by 10, what would have been the ratio between the new hotels constructed in 2004 and that constructed in 2005? So this is what is the question saying. Okay, so in 2005 new hotel constructed were fewer by 10. So in 2005 whatever number is given to us, we have to subtract minus we have to subtract 10 from that. Why? Because he has said whatever is the data given in 2005, if this data was fewer by 10, that is less than 10. So what is the new data for 2005? It has to be the older data minus 10. Older value is 570 minus 10. So this is the value that has to be used for 2005 now. Okay, what has the ratio between new hotels constructed in 2004 and that constructed in 2005? So let us find out the hotel constructed in 2004 from the graph itself, which is 440. So this is the 440 value, 440 value. Now let us see the order only. Okay, we have to supposed to find out new hotel constructed. Okay, so the total number of hotels is 440 in 2004, but how many have been constructed? So for that we need to subtract from 440 the hotel number of hotel in the last year. Okay, hotels constructed in 2004 will be actually total number of hotels in 2004 minus total number of hotel in 2003. Okay, that hotel in 2004 minus hotel in 2000, that will be the construction done in 2004. So how much is that? 440 minus number of hotel in 2003 were 410. So 410. So number of hotel constructed in 2004 is nothing but 30. This is the first data. Now similarly we have to find out the number of hotel constructed in 2005. So number of hotel constructed in 2005 will be number of hotel constructed hotel in 2005 will be nothing but constructed hotel in 2005 or number of hotel in 2005 minus number of hotels in 2004. Okay, so number of hotel in 2005 we have to take from this very data, which is fewer by 10. So that will be nothing but 570 minus 10 is 560, 560 minus 440, because number of hotel in 2004 is 440. Okay, and this is what is the ratio we have to find out. 560 minus 440, that has to be 560 minus 420, 440, that has to be 120 obviously. Now we have to take care of the order. So first in the ratio the order should be coming for 2004 should be coming first. 2004 value is 30, so the order should become like 30 is to 120, which is nothing but 1 is to 4. That becomes the right answer, 1 is to 4. Now for the same line graph we have got a different question. The question says, if percentage increase in number of hotel from 7 to 8 continued till 2009. Okay, value of 2009 is not given. What he is giving an indication as that whatever has been the increase in 2007 to 8, the same increase has to be followed for 2009 also. So for that, and how many new hotels would have come up in 2009, that we have to find out. So first of all we need to see that how much is the percentage increase from 2007 to 7 to 8. Percentage increase can be found out by number of hotels in 2008 minus number of hotels in 2007 divided by number of hotels in 2007, older value, into 100%. That will be the percentage increase. Number of hotels in 2008 is clearly 838 as from the graph, minus that in 2007 is clearly 710 over 710 into 100%. This is the percentage increase. If we solve this further, this is approximately coming equal to 18%. So there is a 18% increase from 7 to 8. He is saying the same increase is getting continued. Okay, then he is wanting us to find out how many will be the total hotels constructed in the year 2009. Okay, that's what we are supposed to find out. Okay, so we have to clearly supposed to find out how many new hotel will be constructed. So new hotel constructed will be clearly 18% of already constructed hotel in 2008, that is 838. So we can write new hotels constructed in 2009 will be 18% of the hotel available in 2008. Total number of hotel available in 2008, that will be the hotel constructed in 2009. So that is nothing but 18% of hotel in 2008 that were 88. So 18% of 88, 838. And if we solve this further, this is coming approximately equal to 150. So let us see among the option. Minimum 150, he says minimum 150, so that becomes the right answer. Now, for the same line graph, we are supposed to answer a different question. The question says, if P is the percentage increase in tourist hotel from 5 to 6 and Q is the percentage increase in the hotel from 6 to 8, which is the following statement is right. So clearly, first of all, for doing the question, we need to find out the values of P and Q only. So P is from increase from 5 to 6. So let us find out P. Okay, P is a percentage increase, that is nothing but value in 2006, number of hotels in 2006, number of hotels in 2005, divided by number of hotels in 2005 only into 100%. That will be the percentage increase from 5 to 6. Let us put the values. 2006 number of hotels are 740, 2005 the number of hotels are 570. So it has to be 740 minus 570 divided by 570 into 100%. So if we solve this further, we can obviously find out how much is the percentage increase. So by solving this, we can say that this value is coming out to be 29.8%. So that is the value of P. P value is 29.8%. Let us find out the value of Q. Okay, for finding out the value of Q, what we are supposed to do? He's saying Q value is percentage increase 6 to 8. So we have to see the data of 6 and then we have to see the data of 8. In 6, the value is 740. In 8, the value is 838. So percentage increase Q will be hotels in 2008 minus hotels in 2006 divided by hotels in 2006 multiplied by 100%, that we have to see. So hotels in 2008 were how many? 838 minus hotels in 2006 were how many? 740 divided by 740 into 100%. This is what it is. Okay, so if we solve this further, this comes out to be exactly equal to 13.2%. So that is the Q value, 13.2%. P value is 29.8%. Now we can study the connections. The first option is P is less than Q, but P is higher than Q. So first option is not there. P equal to Q, no, they are not equal. P is greater than Q. This is the right answer. 29.8 is greater than Q. So that is the right answer, option number C. Now, we have got a different line graph and we are supposed to solve the questions as per the study of this line graph. First of all, we need to understand the graph. So the title of the graph says number of building constructed, demolished and redeveloped across various cities in a year. So on the x-axis, we can see there are cities, city P, city Q, city R, and so on. So there are 5 cities given. On the y-axis, there is number of buildings constructed, 50, 100, 150, and so on. And how the data is represented? Constructed is represented by filled circle, demolished represented by a cross, and redeveloped represented by a hollow triangle. Okay, this is how the things are represented. So let us take an example so that the things are clear. Okay, let us try to find out number of buildings constructed in the city P. So constructed is represented by filled circle, that is this. So there are 200 building constructed in the city P. Number of building demolished in city P is represented by cross, so that is 50. Number of buildings redeveloped in the city P is represented by triangle, so it is 300. So this is how the data is read. Now let us see the question. What is the question asking to us? The question says, what is the difference between the total construction, that is constructed plus demolished plus redeveloped, in the city Q and city T? Okay, we have to find out the total construction of city Q and total construction of city T, and we have to find out their difference. That is what is the question asking. Okay, difference of Q and total T. So for finding out the total construction of T, we are supposed to add all the values, that is the constructed ones, the demolished one, and the redeveloped one also. So let us see the values for city called as T. What are the values of constructed, demolished, and redeveloped? The first is a cross here. Cross is somewhere between 150 and 200. So we can take this as 175 plus. Then in the T line, we are seeing the triangle here, which is at 250. So it has to be plus 250 plus. Then in the same T line, we are receiving a filled circle that is at 300. So this is the total construction for the city T. Okay, 175 plus 250 plus 175 plus 250 plus 300. If we add them together, the values become 725. So the total construction done in the city Q is 725. Total construction done in the city called as uh, Q. Okay, 100 for the city. Okay, we are supposed to find out for T. So this is the total construction done for T. This is not QT. This is the other CT. Total construction done. We have to see it like this. Difference is total construction in the city T and total construction in the city Q. This is what we have to do. Okay, so this is the total construction done in the city T, that is 725. Now let us find out the total construction done in the city Q. So for city Q, we have to see the values and add them. Filled circle, cross, and triangle. We have to add like that. So filled circle is at 100. Cross is between 150 and 250, so we can take it as 175 plus your your hollow triangle is between 200 and 250, so we can take it as 275. So if we add them together, this value comes out to be 550. So that is the total construction of CQ, that is city Q, and total construction of city T is given here 725. He's wanting us to find out their difference. So clearly the difference will be 725 minus 550. If we solve this further, this comes out to be 175. So that is the total difference value, 175. Let us see, it is available in option number B. That becomes the right answer. Okay, so for the same line graph, we are supposed to answer the different question. The question says, total number of buildings constructed across the city is approximately what percent of total number of building redeveloped across the city. So what we are supposed to find out, we are supposed to find out the percentage of total constructed cities, total constructed buildings. Total constructed building means all the constructed building of all the cities is to be added up. Okay, total constructed, okay, total constructed buildings of all the city. Okay, this is total constructed building of all the city. So, and this the percentage of this is to be find out from total number of building redeveloped. So we have to on the other end we have to find out total redeveloped buildings. Okay, total constructed building, total redeveloped building, and then we have to find out their percentage like that into 100%. This is what we are supposed to do. So let us find out the total constructed first. Total constructed can be found out by adding all the constructed buildings number from city P to city T. Okay, total constructed building from city P to city T. That's what we are supposed to find out. Constructed is represented by circles, filled circles. So let us write down the values. For city P, it is 200. For the next city, it is 100. For the city R, it is between 200 and 250. So we can take it as 225. Plus for the next city S, it is between 250 and 300. So we can take it as 275. Plus for city T, it is exactly 300. So if we add them together, we'll get the total constructed building. Okay, and total constructed building will be the total becomes 1100. That is the total constructed building. Now let us find out the total redeveloped buildings. So we have to add the redeveloped building number. Redeveloped is represented by triangle. So let us add the triangle values across the cities. So for P it is 300, plus for Q it is between 250 and 300, so it is 275. For city R, it is 250 exactly. For city S, it is between 300 and 350, so it is 325. For city T, it is exactly at 250, so exactly at 250 to be added. If we add them together, this is the total becoming 1400. Now we are supposed to find out the percentage of total constructed over percentage of total redeveloped. So clearly we are supposed to find out the percentage as 1100 is what percent of 1400 into 100%. Okay, if we solve this further, we can clearly find out the percentage value, which is coming approximately equal to 79%. So that should be the right answer, 79%. It is available in option number C becomes the right answer. Now for the same line graph, there is a different question asked. The question says, what is the respective ratio of the number of building demolished in city T to the number of building redeveloped in city P? Okay, so let us see the demolished in city T. So in city T, demolished will be represented by cross. So demolished number is this, and this value is, so we can write for T demolished. T demolished nothing but this cross, which is between 150 and 200. So it has to be 175. Then number of building redeveloped in P. So we are supposed to find out P redeveloped. Okay, P redeveloped will be redeveloped represented by triangle. So in the line of P, the triangle is represented here. That is 3. So that is 300. So clearly we are supposed to find out the ratio in the same order. So 175 is to 300. Okay, we can cut these numbers. If we cut them by 25, so 25 7 ja 175, and 25 divides 300 by 12. So the right ratio comes out to be as 7 is to 12. That becomes the right answer. Now, for the same line graph, we are supposed to answer a different question. The question says what? What is the average number of buildings demolished across the city? So, average is always found out by total, that is the sum divided by numbers. How many number are involved? How many number of cities are involved? So, we are supposed to do the total first, total of building demolished is say only. So, we have to do the demolished building totals. Demolished is represented by cross. So, clearly we have to add these cross values all together. That will be the total sum. So, let us add. So, the for the city P it is 50. Then for city Q it is 175. For city R it is 150. For city S it is 75. For city T it is 175 again. Okay, so this is the total, and to how many cities are there? There are 5 cities. So this will be the complete average. If we add them together, this comes out to be 625 divided by 5. If you do this, the value comes out to be 125. So that becomes the average. Option number B becomes the right answer. Okay, so for the same line graph, we are supposed to answer a different question. The question says, what is approximate average number of constructed, demolished, and redeveloped in the city R? So clearly we had to specifically find the data for R, and what we are supposed to find, average of all the construction. So average of average of construction for city R is nothing but construct constructed buildings in R constructed plus R demolished plus R redeveloped. This will be the total sum of city R construction divided by 3, because there can be 3 categories only: constructed, developed, and redeveloped. Constructed, demolished, and redeveloped. So let us just see for the R. Okay, if you see just for the R, so the first one appears as demolished, that value is 150, plus second appears is constructed, that is 225, plus then appears the redeveloped, that is nothing but 250, and divided by 3. This is what we are supposed to do. Okay, so if we add them together, this is 225 plus 150 is going to be 375. 375 plus 50 will be going to be 375 plus 250 will be going to be 625. So this is 625 divided by 3, and if we divide it like that, the value comes out to be 208.33, which can be approximated as 208. Let us see where it is available. It is available in the option number B. So it becomes the right answer from there. Now, for next question, we have got a different data with us. Okay. Now, let us understand the data first, and then only we can answer the question they given to us. What is the data all about? Rate of interest rate of interest per annum given by two companies A and B during the given years. Okay, two companies are A and B. A is represented by filled circle, B is represented by cross. What are they asking? What the rate of interest for different years has been provided for 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for 7 years, different A and company B has provided different rate of interest per annum that has been provided using this line graph. So, for example, for the year 2003, company B is offering how much rate of interest is clearly 11%. For the same year 2003, company A is offering how much rate of interest is 12% per annum. So this is how the data is read. Now let us take on the question. The question says, Sameer invested rupees 10,000 in the company A for 1 year in 2006. Okay. In 2006, company A was offering how much rate of interest? Clearly 12%. Okay. So 2006, company A was offering how much rate of interest? Clearly 12%, where Sameer invested how much? 10,000 in this scheme. Okay. For 1 year only. And then he says he reinvested the total amount along the interest for next 1 year in 2007. Okay, whatever is the total amount of interest, total amount will be nothing but the principal amount, that is 10,000 invested, plus the interest amount out of this scheme, that will be the total amount. And this total amount will be again reinvested in 2007 in the company, which along the interest for the next 1 year, if he had invested for both the years in company B, that means the reinvestment is also done for company A. And if they invest this in company A in 2007, so let us see the rate of interest of company A in 2007, that is nothing but 15%. So the total amount is invested at the rate of 15% next time, and that will give you the interest value. Then he says, if these two amounts were not invested in A, but he would have invested in company B, then they say what would have been the difference of interest earned. So clearly what we are supposed to find out, we have to find out the total interest earned if by investing in company A, then we have to find out total interest earned by investing in company B, and then we have to find out the difference of these two interest earned. Okay, so let us do it sequentially. Okay, now what is that? We can utilize a formula that amount is going to be directly finding out amount for the from the principal can be written as principal into 1 plus R over 100, because the data is for 1 year only. So N value is 1. So amount, ideally the formula for amount is this. Because it is for 1 year case, then simple interest and compound interest are same for 1 year. So amount can be found out by principal times 1 plus R over 100. And this is the amount after 1 year. If the same amount is continued, then we can again use this formula and advance this formula like that. Okay, so let us find out the total amount. Let us find out the total amount received by Samir in 2008 when he invested in company A. Okay, when he invested in company A, total amount received by Samir in 2008 will be, obviously principal was 10,000. 1 plus, at first he invested in company A in the year 2006. In 2006, the rate of interest was, as stated earlier, in 2006 the rate of interest was 12%. Then in 2007 it became 15%. So the first rate of interest, R1 and R2 are used. First rate of interest is nothing but 12%, and the total amount is reinvested. So we can do it by the formula itself. Next time it was invested for 15% of rate of interest. So that is the total amount received by A when he invested in company A in 2004, in 6, and then in 2007. That would have been the total amount. If we solve this further, this comes out to be 10,000 into 223 by 200 into 23 by 50, which comes out to be rupees 12822.50. So that is the total amount received, 12822.50. This is the total amount received by A. So what is the interest? Interest is always calculated as amount minus principal. Okay, that is amount is rupees 12822.50 minus principal value was obviously 10,000. Okay, so the amount interest received is 2,822.50 rupees. So interest earned by the company by investing in company A is 2,822.5 rupees. Now let us find out the same thing when if he would have invested in the company B. Okay, so what are the rate of interest of company B in the year 2006 and 7? In 2006, the chart says the interest of company B is 13.5 as seen from here, and in 2007 the rate of interest is this, which is exactly 14%. Okay, 13.5 and 14%, these are the two rate of interest. So clearly total amount, if investment is done in company B, total amount received by Samir in 2008 would have been, for the 10, the investment is obviously 10,000, 1 plus R1 rate of interest of the first year, that is 2000, the first year is 2006. Rate of interest at that point was 13.5%, 13.5 over 100, and the total amount is reinvested. So the next time around the rate of interest became 14, so 1 plus 14 by 100. Okay, if you solve this further, this comes out to be 10,000. 1 plus 13.5 by 100 becomes 227 by 100, 200 rather, multiplied by 1 plus 14 by 100 becomes 57 by 50, 57 by 50. If you solve this, this is coming exactly equal to 12,939 rupees. This is the total amount received. Now interest will be what? Interest will be nothing but again amount minus principal. So 12,939 minus principal is again 10,000, and this value comes out to be rupees 2,939. This is the interest received in the company B. So interest B is 2,939. He has asked us to find out the difference. So difference can be found out by interest received in company B minus interest received in company A. That is nothing but 2,939 minus 2,822.50. Okay, if you do the difference, this comes out to be 116.50. So that is the real difference that they were asking for, 116.50. So that becomes the right answer, which is available in clearly in the option B. That is the right answer. Okay. Now, for the same line graph, we have got a different set of questions. The question says what? The question says, in 2007, Saurabh invested an amount of 12,000 in a company A. and an amount of 15,000 in company B. And both the things are happening in 2007. In 2007, company A is offering rate of interest of 15%, and in the same 2007 companies, the rate of interest is for the company B is 14%. Okay, this is for A and this is for B. Now, what was the total interest occurred? So total interest occurred will be nothing but interest in the company, interest received from the by investing in the company A, plus the interest received by investing in the company B. Interest is nothing but the simple interest can be found out by principal into rate into time over 100. This is the simple interest formula. So we'll have to find out this interest for A, we'll have to find out this interest for B, and then add. This is the process. So total interest will be nothing but interest received from company A, that will be nothing but principal is obviously 12,000 as given, 12,000 investment, into for company A the rate of interest is 15%, into it is invested for 1 year, so time value is 1 over 100. This is the interest earned from company A plus interest earned from company B. Principal amount is 15,000 into rate value in the company B is 14 into time value 1 over 100. If we add this together, if we solve this and then add this together, so the first value comes out to be 100 can be cut like this. So 120 into 15, that is 180. So it has to be 1800 plus this one. If cut 0 cut like that, 150 into 14. Okay, that is nothing but 210, so it becomes 2100. 1800 plus 2100 is nothing but total amount of interest is rupees 3900. That becomes the right answer for us, which is available in option number C. Now, for the same line graphs, we are supposed to answer a different question. The answer says what? The question says what? Gopal invested an amount of 25,000 in company A in 2003. So let us see what was the interest offered in company A in 2003. So in 2003, the interest offered was 12%. So we can write it here. A was offering 12% of rate of interest in 2003, and thereafter in 2004 he invested the amount along with interest in company B. So what was the interest offered by company B in 2004? This was in 2003. So company B in 2004 was offering how much? Let us see. 2004, so company B was offering how much? 14%. So B was offering how much? 14%. So what was the total amount of interest earned in 2 years together? So what we are supposed to do, clearly we are supposed to find out the total amount by investing in company A, and that total amount is to be, as they say, in invested the amount along with interest. So total amount along with the interest to be invested in company B then, and then whatever is the total interest earned, that we have to suppose to answer and give and solve also. Okay, so first of all let us find out the total interest earned in the by investing in company A by Gopal. So interest value is nothing but principal into rate into time over 100. Okay, how much money he invested in company A is 25,000. So that is the principal into what was the rate of interest offered by company A in 2003 was nothing but 12 into time value is always 1 divided by 100. Okay, so the interest comes out to be, if you solve this further, it has to be 2250 into 12, that is nothing but 3,000 rupees. So this was the interest earned in 2003 by investing in company A. So what is the total amount? Okay, by investing in company A, what was the total amount received? Total amount is nothing but principal plus interest. That is, principal is 25,000 plus interest is nothing but 3,000. So total amount after the investment done is simply 28,000. Okay, so this is the amount the Gopal has earned, 28,000. Then this 28,000 has to be invested in 2004. Okay, now the in 2004 it has to be invested. So interest in 2004 will be how much? Interest is again principal into rate into time by 100. Principal amount is the complete amount in earned from company A, that is 28,000, into rate of interest offered in 2004 is by company B is 14%. So multiplied by 14, here is 1 divided by 100, which comes out to be, this comes out to be rupees 3920. So that is the interest earned, that is 3920 by investing in company B. The interest earned in company A was 3,000. We are supposed to answer the total interest earned. So total will be nothing but summation of 3,000 plus 3,920, which is nothing but 6,920 rupees. So that should become the right answer. Let us see where it is available. It is available in option number C, becomes the right answer for us. Now, for the same line graph, we are supposed to answer a different question. The question says an amount of 20,000 was investment in company B in 2008. After 1 year, the entire amount along with the interest was reinvested in the company A for one more year. What will be the total amount of interest occurred? So it is a similar type of question as done in the previous one. So we'll do it in the similar way. Let us see how much interest company B was offering in the year 2008. In the year company B was offering an interest amount of uh, 14.5%. Okay, so let us invest and find out the interest value. So interest earned in B will be, interest is always principal into rate into time over 100. Okay, how much he invested initially? 20,000. So it has to be 20,000 into rate value offered in 2008 was, as we found out, 14.5% into time value is 1 over 100. Okay, so this is the interest value in B. Okay, then he says how much is this coming? Let us find out. 100 can cut this, so it is 200 into 14.5, that is nothing but uh, 2800. So interest value 2900, rather the interest value comes out to be 2900. Then he says what is the total amount? Now what is the total amount after investing in B? Will be nothing but principal plus interest. Principal value was 20,000, so it has to be 20,000 plus 2900, which is nothing but 22,900. That is the total amount of, that is the total amount that has been collected, that is 22,900. Now this 22,900 will have to be invested, reinvested in company A for one more year, for the same year. Okay, so that is 2008. In 2008, how much it was company A offering as a rate of interest? Was 13%. Was In 2008 the company was offering how much? 13%. Okay, so for which year we have, this has to be noted, they say into 100, but after 1 year. Okay, so the question is after 1 year. When he says after 1 year, so we have come down from 2008 to 2009. So now the data of 2009 will be used. What was the rate of interest offered as invested in company A? What was the rate of interest offered in company A in the year 2009? That is that nothing but 12.5%, this value. Okay, now this 22,900, we have to find out interest earned in A. This 22,900 is reinvested in the company A, who was offering 12.5% rate of interest into 1 upon 100, because it is invested for one more year. So if we solve this further, we can clearly find out the value. The value comes out to be 2862.50. So that is the interest earned from company B. From company A, interest earned in company A was 22,900, and this is coming out to be 28 2,862. Okay, if we add these two value, 22,900. Okay, so that was total amount, but total interest earned was 2,900 only, and here the total interest earned was 2,862 only. So these are the two interests that need to be added up. So the total interest will be nothing but summation of these two interests, that is nothing but 2,900 plus 2,862.50 rupees. If we add this together, this comes out to be rupees 5,762.50. So that becomes the right answer available in option number B. Now, for the same line graph, we are supposed to answer a different question. The question is, Madhava invested rupees 1,500 in a company B in 2005 for 2 years with a condition to get the compound interest, now not simple interest but compound interest, at the same rate as in 2005. Okay, so this time around the question becomes of compound interest. So let us see the amount value, and then what was the amount of interest earned. So we are supposed to find out the interest then. So amount formula for the case of compound interest is 1 plus r over 100 to the power n, whereas p is the principal, r is the rate of interest, n is the time in years. So if this is the amount value, so interest will be what? Interest will be nothing but amount minus principal. So we can formulate this. Amount value is p into 1 plus r over 100 to the power n minus p. That will be the interest value. If we take p common, so the formula for interest become p taken common 1 plus r over 100 to the power n minus 1. Okay, that becomes the formula for interest value. So let us put the values, and we have got all the values. We are supposed to find out the amount of interest. So amount of interest will be principal, that is nothing but 1,500. Okay, into 1 plus rate percent. Rate percent is 2000. In what was the rate of interest in 2005 for the company B? Let us see the graph. In 2005, the rate of company B was nothing but this cross, which is nothing but 15%. So 1 plus 15 over 100. And for how many years this has to be done? He says for 2 years. So n value becomes 2 minus 1. So clearly we are supposed to solve this particular mathematical expression. And if we do that, this becomes how much? This was 15,000, 1,500 or 15,000. This is the root confusion. So this is 15,000. So 15,000, 1 plus 15 over 100 we can find out as, so this is coming out to be 529 minus 400 divided by 400. Okay, and if you solve this further, the value comes out to be rupees 4,837.50. So that is the amount of interest. This value is 15,000. The principal amount is 15,000 here. So 4,837.50, that becomes the interest value which is available in option number D, becomes the right answer. Okay, so there is a new line graph given to us. We are supposed to understand the data first, then only we can answer the question. So in the graph, they are saying profit in lakhs made by three companies over the years. So for the year 2003, 4, 5 till 2008, the profit earned by three companies, company A, company B, company C, is being represented in three lines. Okay, the profit of company A is being represented by filled circle, profit of company B is represented by cross, and profit of company C is being represented by hollow triangle. Okay, so let us see. So the first question is, profit made by a company A in the year 2004 was what percent of the total profit made by all three companies in that year? Okay, this is the question. Profit made by company A in the year 2004. So let us pick up the values. Profit in the year 2004 by the company A. That's what we are supposed to fetch from the graph. In 2004, profit by A. So A is represented by filled circle. So let us see, filled circle in 2004 is the value called as 5. So the units are in lakh rupees. So 5 lakh is the profit earned by company A in 2004. Now, the other data that is to be picked up is the total profit made by all three companies in that year. So, in the 2004 itself, the total profit earned, okay, the total profit earned by all three, total of three. That's what we are supposed to find out. So, for 2004, we are supposed to add this value, which is 3. Let us do it. This is 3. Plus the next value in 2004 is this value, which is nothing but 5. Plus in the same 2004 is the rectangle, that is the this is the triangle, that is 8. Okay, if we add this together, this is nothing but 16. Okay, so that is the total value. Now we have to find out the percentage of 2004 A to the percentage of total. So percentage can be found out by 5 lakh is what percent of 16 lakh. So 5 by 16 into 100%. This is how we find out 5 is what percent of 16 is 5 by 16 into 100%. If we solve this further, this comes out to be exactly 31.25%. So that becomes the right answer for this question, which is available in the option C. Now, for the same line graph, we are supposed to answer a different question. The question says, what is the approximate average profit made by company A in all the years together? So clearly, for all the years, we are supposed to find out the average of company A. So we are supposed to find out average of A of all the years. Okay, all the years. Okay, so average is always given by sum of all the years divided by total number of years. Okay, total number of years, that is the real formula for finding out the average. So A's average becomes how much? Sum of all. So we are supposed to do the sum of company A for all the years. Company A is represented by a filled circle, so we have to keep on adding like 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 5 and so on. So the average for finding out the sum, we are supposed to add it. 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus next value is 5 plus next value is 6 and the last value is 6. So we have added things like this. So this is the filled circle, not this one. This is the filled circle, and for this very line, the filled circle is here 6 and 6. This is a filled circle itself, 6 and 6. So and divided by total number of years, how many years are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years are there. So divide by 6. So the total becomes 5 plus 3, 8 plus 4, 12 plus 5, 17 plus 12 is 29 divided by 6. Okay, which comes out to be exactly 4.83 lakhs. Okay, so it can be approximated as 4 lakh 83,000. 4 lakh 83,000. Okay, that should be the right value. So it is available in option number C. So it becomes the right answer from there. Now, for the same line graph, we are supposed to answer a different question. The question is, okay, profit is okay. Now the profit is explained as income minus expenditure. Okay, that's what they are saying. profit is explained as income minus expenditure. For the same line graph, we are supposed to answer. Okay, for this particular question, we are supposed to answer the question. Now he says, if the expenditure of a company B in the year 2008, if the expenditure of company B in the year 2008 was 22,000 to 22,104.30, what was the income in that year? We are supposed to answer this. If the expenditure of company B in the year 2008 was this much, then what was the income? So there they have given us a formula: profit is equal to income minus expenditure. Okay, income is already expenditure is already provided as 22,104.30 rupees. That is the expenditure part. Okay, we are supposed to answer the value of income, and profit we are supposed to calculate from the we are supposed to observe from the graph itself. So let us see what is the profit available in the graph. Okay, for the year 2008, we have to see for company B. 2008 line is this. For company B, we have to see the cross value. So in 2008, the cross value is this, which is nothing but exactly 4, and the unit is lakhs. So it becomes 4 lakhs. So 4 lakh is the profit. So this is how the formula is completed. So clearly we are supposed to find out the income value, and income value will be nothing but 4 lakh plus 22,104.30. Okay, if we this is not 22,104.30, rather this is 2 lakh 21,000, rather it is uh, 22 lakhs 11,430, and the income is how much? Is obviously 4 lakh. So clearly we are supposed to add this. If we add this together, then this becomes how much? 2611,630, that is 26 lakh 1106.30 rupees. Let us see where it is available. It is available in the option number A, so it becomes the right answer from there. Now, for the same graph, we are supposed to answer a different question. The question is, if the income of company A in 2007 is 13 lakh 54,300, okay, then what was its expenditure in that year? So again, they have given a formula that profit is income minus expenditure. This is the formula they have given. We are supposed to find out for 2007 for company A. So this is the line of 2007, and we have to see for company A. So profit can be seen from the graph itself. Okay, for company A, we have to see the filled circle in this 2007 line, and in the 2007 line, we can see the filled circle is also at this point. Okay, the line is crossing from here, so which is 6 lakh. So profit value is 6 lakh rupees, is equal to income value. The income of the company is already given as 13 lakh 54,000. So it is 13 lakh 54,300. That is the income value, minus the expenditure. We can calculate using this formula. So the expenditure value is nothing but 6 expenditure. The 6 lakh will come down here. Expenditure value will be nothing but 13 lakh 54,300 minus the 6 lakh. Okay, if we subtract this further, this comes out to be 7,54,300. So that becomes the expenditure value as asked in the question. So option B becomes the right answer. Now, for the same graph, we are supposed to answer a different question. The question is, what is percentage increase in profit of company C in 2004 from the previous year, that is 2003? So we have to see the percentage increase of C from 2003 to 2004. Percentage increase in any value is always given by increased value minus old value divided by the old value into 100%. This is how we find out the percentage increase. So let us see the increased value. Increased value will be found out in profit of company C in the year 2004. So let us see the 2004 line, and we have to see for company C. That's why we have to see the hollow triangle. And into the line of 2004, we are seeing the hollow triangle here, which is at value 8 lakh. So 8 lakh is the increased value, minus older value is from the previous year he asked. So previous year we have to see. Previous year from 2004 is nothing but 2003. So in the line of 2003, I am supposed to see for again a company called as C. So that is nothing but triangle to be seen in 2003, and triangle in 2003 is at 7 mark. So the value becomes 7 lakh. Okay, so older value is 7 lakh divided by older value again to be used, that is 7 lakh into 100%. Okay, this is how we are supposed to solve this. Okay, if we solve this further, this becomes clearly 100 by 8%. Okay, 8 lakh minus 7 lakh, that is 1 by, rather 1 by 7, not 100 by 8, it has to be 100 by 7%. Okay, 100 by 7% is exactly 14.28%. That can be approximated to match with the option as 14%. Okay, so the right answer becomes 14%, which is available in option number B. Now, for this very question, there's a different line graph available for us to solving this set of question. Okay, let us for that we need to study the line graph first, then only we can solve any question. He's saying export over the years in crore rupees. Okay, export of a company over crore rupees has been provided in terms of this line graph for the year 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, uh, 7 for the 7 years, the export of a company in the unit of crore rupees has been provided. So for example, if we want to know what is the export of the company in 2004, so we have to see like this. So in 2004 the dot is at 600, so we can say the company has exported 600 crore in the year 2004, and this is how we are supposed to read the data. So the first question is, what is approximate percentage of export of 2004 from 2005? Okay, so we have to see the export from 2004 to 2005. Let us read the value. In 2004, the export value in 2004 of the company is clearly as read as 600, and the unit is crores. Okay, for 2005 we have to see 2005 line is this, so we can see the graph, and the dot is at the line of between 400 and 500, so that is obviously 450. So export in the year 2005 is nothing but 450 crore. He's asking what is the approximate percentage of 2004 to 2005. So 2004 to be taken first, that is 600, divided by 2005, so 2005 to be taken later, into 100%. This is how it will be solved. Okay, if we try to solve this, this is exactly coming as 133.33%, which can be approximated to match with the answers as 135%. So in the option we are not having 133.33, but we are having an option as 135. That's why it has been approximated to match with the option, so it becomes the right answer. Now, for the same line graph, we are supposed to answer the question. What is the question? What is the total export in crore rupees for the given years? So for total export, clearly we are supposed to add all the export value from 2002 to 2008. So let us find out the total export value. Total export can be found out by adding all the values like this. Okay, so let us read the values. First value is 300. Second value is 200. Then the value is 600. We are reading like this 600, then the value is 450, and then the value is after 450 the value is this one, which is 600 again, and then the value is the higher one, that is 700, and the final value is nothing but 800. So clearly we are supposed to add this, and that will be the total export. So if we add this, this is 3 plus 2 5 plus 6 11 plus 4 15. So 1550 plus 21 6 2150, 2850, and 3650. So that is the right value of the total coming out to be is 300 plus 200 and 600, 450. All these values if added together, so total coming out to be let me check the value once again: 300, 200, 600, then there is 450, then there is 600, then there is 800 at this point. So this is 700, not this is 700, not 800. So this value is 700, and then the value is further the value is 850 rather. Okay, 700 and 850. So let us add these values together. So this becomes 500, this becomes 1100, this becomes 1100 plus 450 is 1550, plus 600 will be 2150, plus 700 will be 2850, plus 850. 2850 plus 50 is 2900, plus 8 is 3700. That becomes the right answer. Option number A is right. Okay, let's see the next question. For the same line graph, we are supposed to answer the question is, which year has the highest percentage increase or decrease in export as compared to the previous year? So we have supposed to find out the percentage increase for every year, every consecutive year, and then we have to compare it with all the years percentage increase and find out the highest out of them. So let us begin with the 2003 itself. So we can go by the options as well. He has given just 4 options, so we can explore only just 4 options. So let us go for the first option, that is 2004. So clearly we are supposed to find out the percentage increase in 2004. That can be found out by the value in 2004 minus the value in 2003 divided by the value of 2003, because the percentage increase is always calculated, as he said, from the previous year, multiply by 100%. So this is how we are supposed to find out the percentage increase for all the options that is given. So for 2004, let us use the value. In 2004, the value of the export was 600, so this has to be 600, minus in 2003 it was 200, so it has to be 200, divided by 200 into 100%. Okay, if we solve this further, 100 cuts 200 by 2, and above it is coming 400, so 400 by 2 is nothing but 200%. So percentage increase in 2004 is 200%. Let us find out the percentage increase in the next option, that is 2005. So in 2005 it has to be value in 2005. Value in 2005 is nothing but 450, minus value in 2004 will be nothing but 600. Okay, 450 minus 600. Okay, divided by the older value, that is always 450 minus 600, that is always has to be 600 in the denominator. So clearly we can see this is not okay, percentage increase and decrease both have been taken up. So if this comes in negative, we can also take this as a percentage value. So this will obviously be coming in negative. So negative will show a decrease, but he has said increase and decrease can be taken as same. The negative sign can be ignored also. So what is this value? This is value is 150 by 600 into 100. That is nothing but 25%. This time around, this is a decrease, but he has said increase oblique decrease both can be considered as same. Just the numbers to be compared. So first increase was 200, then the increase oblique decrease was 25%. So clearly 200% is going high. Now for the year 2007, for the year 2007, we have to see the value of 2007, that is 700. So minus previous year value is 2006 value, that is 600, over older value is always taken, so over 600 into 100%. This is how we have to supposed to solve this. Okay, so this comes out to be 100, 100 into 100 by 600, which becomes exactly equal to, okay, we have done it for 2007. The values were 700 and 600. So 700 minus 600, that was 100. And 100 divided by 600 would have been 1 by 6. So it clearly becomes 100 by 6%. Okay, that is nothing but 50 by 3%. And that is nothing but somewhat around 16.33%. So clearly it is a very small value. So this can be ignored also. For the year 2008 also we can calculate. In 2008, the value is 850. In 2008, the value is 850, minus the value in 2007 is 700, divided by value in 2007 itself was 700 into 100%. So clearly this becomes 150 over 700 into 100%. So that becomes easily 150 by 7. That is coming approximately equal to 7 2 ja 14 and 1 7 1 ja 7 and 3. So 3 can be taken as 7 4. So it's coming somewhat close to 21.4%. So we have to find out the highest out of them. So clearly how the highest out of them is 200% one, which is for the option called as A 2004. Now, for the same data, we are supposed to answer a different question. Question is, what is the difference in export from 2004 and 2005? So clearly, we are supposed to read the data of 2004 and read the data of 2005 and find out their simple difference. So difference is value in 2004. The value in 2004 is 600 from the graph, minus value in 2005, that is nothing but 450. So we are clearly supposed to do 600 minus 450, which is nothing but 150. So the right answer becomes option C, 150 crores. Now, the same graph, but a different question. Question is, what is maximum increase in percentage from minimum export over the given years? From minimum export to the maximum increase that we have to reach. So minimum export value out of the whole graph is nothing but 200. So minimum export value is nothing but 200. Okay, and we have to find out its increase in percentage to the maximum increase. Maximum increased value has been reached to 800. So the maximum increased value is nothing but 800. So clearly we are supposed to find out the percentage of 800 along with 200. So the increased value is clearly how much? 800. Rather, the highest value is 850, not 800. It is 850. It is between 800 and 900. So it has to be taken 850. So increase is nothing but 850 minus 200. If you want to convert this into percentage increase, that this has to be the increase value divided by the older value, that is 200, multiplied by 100%. This is how it has to be done, which is nothing but 650 divided by 200 into 100%. Okay, which is nothing but 650 divided by 2, and 650 divided by 2 comes out to be 325%. So that becomes the right answer. 325 is the right answer of this question, which is available in option number A. Now, we have got a different line graph for this very question. Let us read the question. The question is that there's a line graph given. In that line graph, we are supposed to study the data first. Data says percentage profit earned by two companies A and B over the years, where the company A is represented as filled circle and company B is represented by a cross. Okay. Now they have given also how they have calculated the profit percent. Okay. Profit can be calculated by income minus expenditure. In this particular question, these formula will be used only. Okay. So profit they have calculated by subtracting income, by subtracting expenditure from the income, and profit percentage they are calculating as profit divided by expenditure into 100%. So we can understand that profit is always calculated with reference of expenditure. For this question, we're going to use it like that. The profit will be calculated from the expenditure, okay, as a percentage of expenditure. For this verification, we can take it like that. And then the percentage profit earned, the data has been provided in terms of filled circle and cross for company A and B respectively. Now, let us see the first question. The first question says, if the income of A in 2005 is rupees 1,42,500, what was his expenditure in that year? So, for doing this question, clearly we'll have to find out the income value is already given, and the profit percentage is given in the line graph. So clearly we'll have to assume any expenditure value. We'll have to assign a variable to expenditure value for the year 2005 for the variable A, and by assuming that variable, we'll clearly calculate in terms of that variable, we'll calculate the profit value, because the line graph suggests the profit percentages, and profit percentages can convert the expenditure into profit also. And then when the expenditure will also be available with us, and the profit will also be available with us in terms of that unknown variable, and income will also be available with us, we'll utilize this formula and put all the values in this, and obviously the unknown variable will be solved. This is the process. So let us take it like this. Let's say the expenditure of company A in the year 2005, expenditure of company A in that 2005 is rupees X. Let us assume it like that. Now, how they have made the income? So clearly, income will be, obviously income is nothing but, if you use this formula, is profit plus expenditure. As per this formula, income becomes profit plus expenditure. Okay. So for finding out the profit, how we can calculate? Profit can be calculated by how much percent of profit, P percent, that is profit percent of expenditure. This is how the profit can be calculated. P percent of expenditure. What is P percent? P percent is the profit percent value as in the line graph for company A in 2005. So let us study what is the profit percentage value for company A in 2005 from the graph. In the line 2005, profit percent of company A is being provided by this filled circle, which is indicating 50%. So profit percent comes out to be 50%. So clearly we have to find out 50% of the expenditure. With the expenditure we have assumed as X. So it has to be 50% of X. That is the profit value. So 50% of X is nothing but X by 2. That is half of it. So that is the profit value. Now let us put this profit value and expenditure value in the above formula that we have. Income value is already provided in the question, that is 1,42,500 is equal to profit value we just calculated in terms of X as X by 2 plus expenditure we have assumed to be X. So which becomes X plus X by 2 is nothing but 3X by 2. So 3X by 2 value is equal to 1,42,500. So X value can be done by 1,42,500. The denominator 2 goes in the numerator on the other side, and 3 comes down. So if we solve this further, the 3 can cut this for this number as 3 4 are 12, then 2 is the remainder, 3 7 are 21, then 1 is the number, 3 5 are 15, and 2 zeros are there. Okay. So we can calculate this. So the value of X is coming out to be 95,000. So this becomes the right answer for us. The expenditure value in the year A, in the year 2005 for A is nothing but 95,000, which is available in option number A. Okay, let's go for the next question. Okay, for the same line graph, the question is asked as, if the expenditure of A in 2004 was 75 lakhs rupees. So expenditure of A in 2004 is given as 75 lakhs rupees. Okay, expenditure. Okay, expenditure is 75 lakh rupees, and income of company A in 2004 was equal to its expenditure in 2005. Okay, income of A in 2004 is equal to expenditure of A in 2005. So clearly, and what are they asking? What was the total income of the company A in 2004 and 5? So clearly, we'll have to find out the income of A in 2004 also and income of A in 2005 also, and then only we can add and solve. So let us see this. Okay, now they are saying the income of A in 2004 is equal to expenditure of A in 2005. Okay, expenditure of A in 2005 we are supposed to find out. So clearly, let us see the profit percentage value in 2004. The profit percentage value in 2004 is simply 25%, and profit percentage value in 2005 is, for the company A, profit percentage value in 2005 is 50%. This is what the data is given. Now, as he says, the income of company A in 2004 is equal to income of company in 2004 is equal to expenditure in 2005. So clearly we have to see the expenditure in 2005. In 2005, the expenditure, in 2005, the profit percent for company A is given out to be 50%. So clearly how we can solve this? So income of company A in 2004 is given by, income is always given by, if we use this formula, income is given by profit plus expenditure. So what is the expenditure value in 2004 is 75 lakh rupees. So clearly we have to add in this 75 lakh the profit percentage and the profit value also. So the profit percentage in 2005 is given as 25%. 25% for the company. Uh, in 2005, the profit percent is given as 25%. So clearly, we'll have to add 25% of this 75 so that we can create the income of A in 2004. Because in 2004, the profit percent is given to be just 25%. So it becomes how much? 75 plus 25% of 75. Okay, that's what we are supposed to calculate. If we calculate this further, this is 75 plus 25, 75 plus 25% of 75, that is 1 by 4 of 75, which is nothing but equal to 19.75 rupees. So it is 75 plus 19.75, which is making it equal to 18.75 rather, which is making it equal to 93.75. So this is the income of A in the year 93 point, in the year 2004 as received into 93.75. Now let us come down to finding out the income of A in 2005. Okay, for that what we are supposed to do now, as they said, expenditure of company A in 2005, we have already calculated the expenditure of company A, because he said income of company A in 2004 is equal to expenditure of company in 2005. So expenditure of company A in 2005 will be simply equal to, in 2005 will be simply equal to income of A in 2004, which we have just calculated as 93.75. So clearly what we can use? Clearly we can use is expenditure of A in 2000, expenditure of A in 2005 is clearly equal to 93.75. Now the expenditure value is already provided. Okay, what is the profit percentage in 2005? Profit percentage in 2005 for company A is simply 50%. So how we can calculate the total amount? Total amount can be calculated as, so income, so income in 2005 by company A will be nothing but expenditure plus profit percent of expenditure. Okay, so that is expenditure value is 93.75 plus profit percent in 2005 is, as stated earlier, is 50%. So it has to be 93.75 plus 50% of 93.75. That's what we are supposed to find out. So it is going to be 93.75 plus 50% is nothing but simply the half. So that is the half of 93.75 divided by 2. If we solve this further, this is coming out to be 140.62 lakhs rupees. So that is the income of company A in 2005. Income in 2005 is 140.62. Income in 2004 was 93.75. So what is the total income? So total income will be just the addition of both of them, 140.62 lakh and added to 93.75 lakh. If we add them together, value comes out to be 234.37 lakh. So that is the right answer, 234.37 lakh. Let us see where it is available. It is available in option number D and becomes the right answer for us. Okay, now for the same line graph, we are supposed to answer a question. The question is total expenditure of company A and B together in 2008 was 13.5. So expenditure of A plus expenditure of B has been given to us as 13.5 lakh. But they have not provided what is separately what is the value of expenditure of A and what is the value of expenditure B. They have just provided us the sum. Okay. What was the total income of two companies in lakh in that year? So we are supposed to find out income of A plus income of B in the same year. But the problem is that income can be only calculated when you know the expenditure value, because income is calculated as expenditure plus profit, and profit is also a function of expenditure only. So income is directly related to expenditure. So income of A cannot be found out unless and until expenditure of A is found out. So similarly, income of B cannot be found out unless and until the separate expenditure of B is found out. So clearly, as per this question, total expenditure of both companies are given, but their individual expenditures are not given. That's why the total income of both the companies A and B all together is not uh, sufficient to answer as per this question, because the data is not available. So answer becomes simply cannot be determined. Okay. Now we have the another question. For the same line graph, we are supposed to answer a different question. Question says expenditure of company B in 2006 was 90% of its expenditure in 2005. There is a direct connection given. Expenditure of B in 2006, let us write it here. Expenditure of B in 2006 is 90% of expenditure of same B in 2005. This is the connection given. Income of company B in 2006 was what percent of income in 2005? So we are supposed to find out the connection of income of B in 2006 with the connection of income of B in 2005. So clearly the expenditure connection is given. We are supposed to answer the income connection. So for that, obviously we'll have to give a variable for expenditure, then only we can associate things. Okay. So very first, let us assign a variable called X to the basic thing where the question will start. Obviously, all the things are related to in expenditure of B in 2006. There where we can make the question out of it. Okay. So let us assume, rather we can assume expenditure of B, because expenditure of B 2006 is a function of expenditure B in 2005. So the basic variable become expenditure of B in 2005. So let us assume expenditure of B in 2005 is, let's say, X rupees. Okay, that's what we have assumed. Now see, income of B in 2005. That's what we're going to find out. In as per the formula given, income is related to profit and expenditure. Income of B 2005 can be found out by expenditure of B in 2005 plus profit of B in 2005. This is how we can find out the income of B in 2005 as per the formula used. So again, we'll have to find out the expenditure of B in 2005, that is already we have assumed to be X, plus profit of 2005 by B. Profit can be calculated by profit percent of B in 2005. Okay, profit percent of expenditure of B, which you can write it as profit percent of expenditure of B in 2005. Why we are doing that? Because profit is profit. If you see this formula, profit is becoming nothing but P percent of expenditure. Okay, profit is nothing but P percent of expenditure as per this formula. So that's what we are doing. Profit in 2005 by B is nothing but profit percent of expenditure of B in 2005. Okay. For profit percent value of expenditure of B in 2005, obviously we'll have to read the data. In 2005, the profit percent of B, that is cross, is given by this particular value, which is between 30 and 45. So 40. So clearly we'll take it as 35%. So by this we can understand that income of B in 2005 becomes how much? X plus profit percent is given as 35% of X. Expenditure of B we assume to be X. So it becomes X plus 35% of X. If we solve this further, this is X plus 35X over 100, which when we cut by 5, 5 7 ja and 5 20. So it becomes X plus 7 by 20X. If we solve this further by taking the LCM, we can write it as 20X plus 7X, which is nothing but 27 by 20X. So that is the income of B in 2005 in terms of X we have calculated. Now we have to go for income of company B in 2006. Okay. For that, We'll have to again go by the same formula. What he has said, see, income of B in 2005 we have calculated. Now we have to find out the income of B in 2006, but income of B in 2006 will be related with expenditure of B in 2006. Okay, and the expenditure of B in 2006 can be found out by using this connection, 90% of expenditure of B in 2005. So by this, expenditure of B in 2006 is written as a 90% of expenditure of B in 2005, which we have expenditure of B in 2005 we have assumed to be 9 x. So it becomes 90 by 100 of x, which can be written as simply 9 by 10x. So that is the expenditure of B in 2006 is 9 by 10x. Now, income of B in 2006, again the income is related by profit plus expenditure. Expenditure of B in 2005, rather 2006, plus profit percent of expenditure of B in 2006. This is how we'll relate. Expenditure of B in 2006 is we just calculated that to be 9 by 10x. So this is 9 by 10x plus profit percent of expenditure of B in 2006. Let us see the profit percent. Okay, profit percent of 2006 for the company B, we have to see the graph. So P is represented by cross. So in the line of 2006, the cross is represented between 40 and 50. So that is obviously 45%. Okay, so profit percent is 45%. So clearly we'll write 45 by 100 of expenditure of B in 2006 is nothing but 9 by 10x. So if we solve this further, we can obviously take 9 by 10x common. So it remains 1 plus 45 by 100 can be cancelled as 5 9 and 5 into 20. So 1 plus 9 over 20. If we solve this further, this is consolidately coming as 261 by 200x. That is the income of B in 2006 coming. What he has asked us, he has asked us the uh, income of company B in 2006 was what percent of income in 2005. So we have to find out the percentage as income of 2006 divided by income of 2005 into 100%. This is how we are supposed to find out. So income of 2006 is, we can read it from here, that is 261 by 200x divided by income of 2005 is nothing but we calculated 27 by 20x into 100%. So clearly we are supposed to solve this particular expression. Obviously x and s goes away, so we can take the multiplicative inverse of the denominator and make it in the multiply sign. So it has to be 20 by 27 like that into 100. So 100 can cut this 200 by 2, and this 2 can cut this 20 by 10. So clearly it becomes 2610 divided by 27. If we solve this, this comes out to be 290 by 3. After simplifying it by 9, both the numbers are getting cut by 9. 290 by 3, and which is precisely becoming 96 2 by 3%. So that is the final answer, 96 2 by 3%. Let us see where it is available. It is available in option A. So it becomes the right answer there. Now, question number 35. What is asked for the same chart, we are supposed to calculate another different thing. What is that thing? Expenditure of company B in the years 2003 and 4 were in the ratio 5 is to 7 respectively. What was the respective ratio of their incomes? So clearly, ratio of the expenditure is given, and from that we have to supposed to find out the ratio of incomes. So let us write what all he has given. Expenditure of company B in 2003, E of B in 2003 is to export of the same company B in 2004 is given as 5 is to 7. So let us first assume these numbers as 5x and 7x. So E expenditure of B in 2003 is 5x, expenditure of B in 2004 is assumed to be 7x. These are the numbers first. Then when we know the export values, then expenditure values can be converted into income values by, as the profit is also in the scene, so we the expenditure values are calculated. Now we are supposed to calculate the profit value, because the formula for finding out income utilizes expenditure and profit both. So clearly we are supposed to find out the profit of in both the years. So profit in 2003 can be calculated as, see, if you see the formula, profit can be calculated as P percent of expenditure, can be calculated as P percent of expenditure. So profit in 2003 can be calculated profit percent P percent of expenditure in 2003 Okay, expenditure of 2003 by the company B. So we have to see the value of P percent for export in 2003 by B from the chart. If you see the graph 2003 and B, what is the P percent value? B is represented by cross, so P percent value is 40%. So profit in 2003 simply becomes 40% of export in 2003 that we have taken as 5x value. So 40% of 5x, that it becomes 40% of 5x, that is the profit value. Now, so the income in 2003 will be what? Obviously, expenditure value, that was 5x, plus the profit value there, which is 40% of 5x, which is 40% of 5x, which is nothing but 40 by 100 of 5x. If we solve this further, we can obviously find out this comes out to be 5x plus 40 by 100. 40 by 100 can be cancelled by 2, 22 ja 40 and 25 ja. So it is becoming 5x into 1 plus 2 by 5x. Okay, 1 plus 2 by 5. If you solve this further, this is becoming 5x into 5, 1 plus 2 by 5, taken 5 as an LCM. So 5 1 ja 5 plus 2, 7 by 5 of 5x, which is simply becomes 5 and 5 gets cancelled, which simply becomes 7x. Okay, so income in 2003 is coming out to be, in terms of x, as 7x. Now let's do the same case for income in 2004. Okay, for income in 2004, we have to first find out the profit in 2004. Profit in 2004 will be nothing but P percent of expenditure in 2004. That is the direct connection. Okay, for P percent, for profit percent value in expenditure in 2004, we'll have to read the graph. Okay, for company B in the year 2004, what is the profit percent value? For company B, the data is represented by cross. So cross value in the line of 2004 is represented as 30%. So P percent for this case become 30%. So profit in 2004 is nothing but 30% of expenditure of 2004 we had assumed to be 7x. Okay, had come out to be 7x. So 30% of 7x. Now, income in 2004, income is always given by expenditure plus profit. So expenditure in 2004 was how much? Is simply 7x, plus profit in 2004 is how much? This value, that is 30% of 7x. If we add this together, 7x can be taken common. It's 1 plus 30 by 100. 30 by 100 can be cut as 3 by 10. So it's 1 plus 3 by 10, which is nothing but 7x into 10 taken as LCM. Okay, 10 plus 3, that is nothing but 13 by 10. Okay, so it becomes 7x into 13 by 10, which is nothing but 91x by 10. So that is the ultimate profit value, 91x by 10. Okay, this is the income value for 2004. Income value for 2003 was 7x. Income value for 2004 is 91x by 10. He has given us to find out respective ratio of their incomes. So obviously 2003 is to 2004 we have to find out. So income of 2003 is to 2004 we have to do. Okay, so what is that? Income of 2003 is 7x. So income of 2003 is to income of 2004 we have to find out, that is 7x ratio, 91x by 10. So clearly x and x get cancelled and it becomes what? 7 is to 91 by 10. So clearly we can, for simplifying this further, we can take the LCM of both of these ratio. LCM can be taken as 10. So to operate with this, we have to divide 10 by 1, which is 10 itself. 10 7 just 70. 70 is to 10 divides 10 by 1. 1 into 91 is 91. Okay, this 10 can be removed. So now the ratio is 70 is to 91. Both of these number can be cancelled by a number called as 7. If you divide it by 7, this becomes 10 and this becomes 13. So the ultimate ratio that is coming out to be 10 is to 13. Where it is available? It is available in the option number B and becomes the right answer.